Wrestling title, 103 points. They have a chance to tack on a few more as we get ready for the final championship bout of the night, coming at 149 pounds. It will be NC State and Virginia Tech to close out what has been a busy day of competition. A record-setting crowd sticking around for this one. Then there were two. Buesgens top-seeded, 21-2. His last loss, Collin Gaj, 19-8 this year for Guy, who missed a good chunk of the final portion of the regular season, nursing a lower leg injury. And Guy had a tough time getting his offense going early today, but boy, he had it full bore ahead in the semifinals in his victory over Aiden Valencia of Stanford.
That ankle looks like it's not giving him much problem. Really tough on top. Two different builds. Buesgens more stout. Guy is certainly longer. Final match, ACC Championship with two underclassmen.
Buesgens, a sophomore. Guy, the freshman. Buesgens, the unlikely pipeline, taking the trek from Minnesota to the state of North Carolina and Raleigh to be a part of the fleet for Pat Popolizio. First wrestler from the state of Minnesota for Popolizio. NCAA qualifier last year. And you go back to last season, he was a guy that just figured out a way to win a lot of low-scoring, tight matches, Buesgens. This year he has created a little bit more separation with his opponents, more offensive-minded, showcased some of his creativity in the improvement. Hungry to win some matches and earn an All-American and possibly a national championship at this weight.
Buesgens had a really smart match against Jackson Joy, showing that he can stay to a game plan and beat guys who are really good on top, which Guy is. You talk about these underclassmen. It's usually mat wrestling. It takes them long to develop, but these younger guys are coming in and knowing how to wrestle on the mat.
Yeah, it is a seamless transition, it seems like, for these athletes. Hand fighting and mat wrestling, traditionally some of the toughest areas for guys out of high school, even accomplished athletes out of high school, to adjust to the physicality and the skill set required at this level.
Buesgens, let's go to that underhook.
2-on-1 work from Guy. Buesgens' connection to NC State from Minnesota. He trained with Pinnacle Wrestling Academy. Jared Lawrence had a connection with former NC State assistant Adam Hall, who is now running the show with Utah Valley. So that was the initiator, and then Buesgens really enjoyed the family atmosphere and the success that NC State was enjoying. The Wolfpack's 6 consecutive titles prior to last season.
As soon as Buesgens goes for that underhook, Guy puts his head on the side of the underhook. That's one of the better ways to defend an underhook, by putting your head right where the underhook is.
Scoreless. Inside 5 seconds to go, and the battle at 149. Stalemate through the first 3 minutes. Caleb Henson in the house. NCAA champion a couple of years ago. Playing to the crowd, and there it is, high up into the rafters. Mekhi Lewis was the first one. Henson follows suit 5 years later.
And Virginia Tech wants to have a lot more.
Can't wait to see the early season predictions when you get Henson back into the fray in the lineup, and how Roby is going to fill his 10 weights next year. Stay tuned on that.
These are called first world problems.
Yeah, you know, where do you think Henson, possibly Rock, will come? Will it be at 149? Will he go up?
Let me tell you
57.
something. If you're a defending and returning national champion and a finalist, you can pick whatever weight you want to go to. If it's 125, go for it.
Henson has been busy competing internationally during this redshirt year. Guy with the escape, a 1-0 lead, approaching a minute to go in this second period. There's a hard shot by Buesgens, corralled by Guy.
And Buesgens doing a good job of keeping his head right in the middle. He's not trying to get his head to the side. He wants to keep it right in the sternum of his opponent. By keeping it in the sternum, you can't get a front headlock and get to a side. Methodical match right here by both guys.
One thing about Guy that has really helped him as he closed out his high school career, he was at Virginia Tech training around guys like Caleb Henson, being around killers, as they call it, on the mat. And they really are. When you look at some of the wrestlers he was competing against as a 16, 17-year-old. Just like Seidel, he was a top 15 recruit. And a tight one as we march to the third. Buesgens' choice, and now it's his opportunity to get out from underneath. NCAA qualifier last year, we talked about so many tight matches. It's night and day difference as far as the results go. 21 wins this year. Styles and Guy, the only blemishes on what has been a solid season, and they're going to stop this real quickly, potentially dangerous. Boy, Buesgens takes a lot of pride in his profession. He wants to be a coder. He's majoring in computer science, and it's fascinating to hear him compare how coding and some of the sciences that he is learning is similar to wrestling, solving problems on the fly, learning from mistakes and film.
What you saw there was Guy chopping, and as the hip went down, he put the leg in, trying to build up the riding time. But once again, it was his responsibility to bring, driving in there by Buesgens. He's coming in. He's still in. Ooh! Neutral danger.
You have to get the 3 swipes from the neutral danger for the takedown. Just the 1 swipe against Buesgens on that last exchange. Scramble continues. Buesgens with the leverage here, but having a tough time clearing his leg out. Now it is Guy who's in danger of the neutral danger. And take a look at how that knee is bent for Buesgens. And good job by our crew stopping the action. Terrific scramble.
Good spatial awareness, knowing where you are, knowing the count of the referee to not put yourself in a position to give up that neutral danger.
This has been a day that clearly has belonged to Virginia Tech, and a freshman, Collin Gaj, can put the finishing touches on it in the final 38 seconds and counting.
And he's missed a lot of time, about a month of wrestling, and he's in on the high C. Good defense there by Buesgens. So to come back in to this high level of wrestling, he bumped him. Could that be enough? This might be it. He's got to be able to stay in here, bring the foot back in. Buesgens has got to stay there and fight hands. He doesn't want to give up his hips. He wants to stay busy here. Back to the feet. Why not? Overtime for the last match.
We'll stick around for a little bit more wrestling. Nothing wrong with that. 5 seconds, down to 3, 2, and 1, and it will be a 2-minute sudden victory. Boy, Buesgens, Collin Gaj, a weekend that saw champions crowned all across the country. The automatic allotments have been secured. The at-larges will come this week, and now one final champion to be crowned here in the ACC. The two long-standing powers laid into the night in Blacksburg.
These guys are going hard.
Yeah, they really are. They have dug in and found their reserves as far as energy goes.
You see, guy trying to keep his foot in so he doesn't get that out of bounds stall call. Smart wrestling here. When you're a taller wrestler like that, you can extend your body. But as you're getting pushed out, you circle in and keep that foot in. Snapping and dropping down to a shot. We're seeing everything. Misdirection, snap downs, jab steps. 1 minute left in his sudden victory. That's in there. Good shot there by Buesgens. Enough to get there. He's gotta get his arm out. If he gets his arm out, almost there, but circling is Buesgens. Is it enough yet? They're not gonna give it yet. Rolling through. Still staying in the crotch. Hooking the leg. He's got to lower his hips just a little bit. Hips high like that. He's going to roll through. Buesgens got to lower his hips. Still wrestling here. What a scramble to end the night. North Carolina State doesn't have any more bricks. No more bricks. If they had a brick, they would have thrown it.
Yep, they would have used it. You get 3 challenges, 3 bricks to start the day, a day that started back at 10 o'clock this morning. They used them all up, so they had no challenge to use.
And that would have been an appropriate time to challenge.
Tied at 1, both of these wrestlers. Another shot, long-range missile coming from Buesgens. Guy on the ankle. Buesgens clears up the leg. Nothing yet. And the end of sudden victory just as Buesgens was getting close. Boy, he brought the fire late.
This is how you end it. Not giving up anything.
Green to fur, red.
You're just almost there. Time ran out before control was established.
Green to fur, red down.
Green defers. Buesgens is taking bottom. We've seen this before, 30 seconds, wrestle through it.
The start and the timing off the whistle so critical. Buesgens goes to a roll. And now trying to suck him back off this half is Guy.
Tough position to be in for Buesgens. He's trying to get his right arm up, but it's caught with the leg. This is just sucking time away. Guy's got to be ready to roll. It's almost there. He's got to shake. He's got to shake all the more. Buesgens just got to shake violently to get out of that.
Just maybe not enough in the tank to shake like he normally would. He put so much out there in the sudden victory, and it's a 30-second right out for Guy.
At this point, he just wants to get that arm and just start moving. Just get everything to move and move and move. Wasn't enough, and because of that, neutral, let him go. Buesgens got to get a takedown.
He's been close, especially in the overtime. He was in deep not once, but twice in sudden victory.
Action!
Giving up some mat territory is Guy. Now he tries to reposition, circles right back to the outside. And a stall call on Guy. He had 1 to give.
Yeah, he was kind of grounding himself right there. Not enough. Guy, after injury, coming through. Freshman, ACC champion, puts the bow on a great Sunday for Virginia Tech.
Half of the champions in this year's field from Virginia Tech. 2 of them freshmen. Collin Gaj wins the title at 149 pounds. And the finishing touches on what was an outstanding day, what has been an incredible regular season for Virginia Tech, Rock, and tons of momentum heading to Cleveland in 2 weeks. Not just for the Hokies, but the ACC schools, a conference record 39 automatic allocations sealed today.
39, they wrestled well, but if you won, you keep the momentum. If you lost, you have a short memory because anything can happen at the NCAAs.
We'll see you in Cleveland in a couple of weeks.
You will see me in Cleveland.
What a great day of wrestling. Brock Harrison, our entire ACC network crew. This is Sean Kinney saying so long from Blacksburg. Thank you for watching ACC Wrestling and Friday Night Duels throughout the entire season. To watch this event on replay, visit the all-new ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Congratulations, Virginia Tech. They are your 2026 ACC Wrestling Champions.